Hey, fatty! This is how you start a low-fat diet. The only diet. Okay, the only diet. Get lean for life, you fat bag. Everything else is a grift or a gimmick. Gimmick! This diet is tried and true. Tried and true. Okay, we had it right in the 1990s. Low-fat dieting. How do you start a low-fat diet? You start yanking the fat grams out of your diet, you idiot. Any idiot can figure that out. You take your current diet and you start getting rid of the fat. The lower the fat, the better. You got fat on you. You're fat. You don't need to worry about your hormones, fatty. You're fat. So that's the first thing. You knock the fat through the floor. The fat grams. Look at the labels. Zero fat. Zero fat. Zero fat. So all your fruit, vegetables, starches are essentially zero fat. Zero fat. Zero fat. Once you figure that part out, low-fat diet. Cut the fat out. Prioritize lean protein. Lean. 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 Low-fat protein sources. Low-fat protein sources. Lean. Lean. Every time you are hungry, you should be prioritizing that lean protein. So now we got a low-fat diet. There's no fat. Whatever fat is in the lean meat. You make the proper choices in the lean protein, and whatever protein's in your plant sources is whatever. Okay? The main protein will end up coming from lean animal protein. Lean! What's some of the things I use? Egg whites, zero-fat Greek yogurt, chicken breast, white fish. Once you're ripped, you can play. Whatever fat's in that lean meat. If you're making excellent choices on the lean protein, the fat by default is going to be rock bottom. Whatever those little bit of grams is. You're fat. You don't need any fat in the diet. Lean meat. Always prioritize protein cravings. Lean protein. Lean protein. Prioritize that. Ask yourself, am I hungry? Lean protein first. Lean protein. This is perfect intuitive eating. If you follow these basic rules when you're eating. And then after that, you backfill with the carbs. Lean protein, dessert. Lean protein, carbs for dessert. It's so simple. It's so simple. Don't worry about other people's macro splits, you idiot. Everybody's going to be different based on how fat they are, if they're a man or a woman, how they're training. As long as you prioritize that lean protein every time you're hungry, you're going to eat the perfect amount of protein on the day. Okay, so it'll work perfect. Perfect intuitive eating. Okay, no stupid macro recommendation. Okay, don't let anybody give you a macro recommendation other than cut the fat out of the diet. Your body will tell you exactly how much lean protein you need. Exact. As long as you start with it. Always prioritize lean protein. Does that necessarily mean your protein grams are going to be higher than the carbs? No. Some of you super fat pigs, it will end up looking lower on the carbs to start with. It might. It might not. Doesn't make a difference. It's a low-fat diet. Okay, it's going to morph into whatever it's going to morph into as you get leaner. Don't take any macro splits from anybody. Your body will tell you exactly when you're done with that lean protein. Okay? You can eat that lean protein literally until you're not hungry before you touch those carbs. It's always better to be over on the protein than under. Always. Always. And then you backfill with carbs. Some meals you might just have a little bit of lean protein. Done with it. Then there'll be more carbohydrate. Some meals you might have a pile of lean protein. Hardly have any carbs. Salt cravings. If you crave salt, have some salt. It's as simple as that. You don't have to count 1 calorie. When that fat is through the floor and you're choosing lean protein sources, low-fat diet, by default, you'll put yourself in a massive deficit without even noticing it. Still giving your body exactly what it needs. Lean protein to repair, carbs for energy. And the fatter you are, you might not even have many carbs after you have the lean protein, because where do you think the energy is going to come from, you fat pig? Right off your fat ass gut. Simple strategy. It's a low-fat diet. Everything else is a gimmick. A gimmick. Some days your carbs will be higher, some days will be lower. Pure intuition. Only thing you gotta start practicing is the low-fat life. Cutting the fat out, fatty. Just cut the fat out of the diet, fatty, and prioritize lean protein. Backfill with the carbohydrates. And obviously, this should be a no-brainer. Pick whole food sources, you idiot. Whole food sources, obviously. Once you're lean, then you can have some more refined sugar or some candy or something. Okay, when you're trying to lose weight, get real, you idiot. Whole food sources. Lean meat, fruit, vegetables, starch. Until next time, stop eating fat, prioritize lean protein, and back